Hey guys, welcome to the harbor, welcome to the studio, welcome to my channel. Today another vlog. I would love to address something that is affecting everyone out there, and that is obviously the virus, COVID situation that is still going on. And especially as a DJ, I would love to share my perspective on it. I actually started DJing 15, 16 years ago. Yes, with vinyl, the good old stuff. Fun times, everything worked out luckily well. Tough times, easy times. But what is happening right now is really weird and affecting DJs in the biggest way possible. I luckily still have other income sources. I'm also a music producer. I'm renting out this studio to other people. So this hit isn't that hard for me personally. I'd say maybe 10-15% less income, but I've also spent less money, so I'm fine. But some of my colleagues that make 90% of their income with DJ gigs, they're screwed, really hard screwed. Since more than half a year, not a single gig. I personally didn't have a single gig this year, the first time since I started DJing. I personally, and a lot of other DJs, don't really know what to do about it, because there is nothing you can do. All events are forbidden, all public events. No clubs are opened. At the very beginning, I thought maybe at the end of the year, they might be allowed to open again. But so far, at least here in Germany, no one is even discussing when to open clubs again. It's not even, like, no one debates about it, which tells me it will at least continue for half a year. They're even thinking about opening or not opening, like, the Christmas markets, the one where you can drink mulled wine. Very, very popular here in Germany and around Europe. People love that stuff. It's not sure if this will actually happen. So one thing a lot of DJs do right now is live streaming. Yes, it helps to stay relevant, to present yourself, showcase your music skills, DJ skills, whatever, but it's not making any money. There is no way to compensate a gig with live streaming. And since every DJ is live streaming, it makes it even harder. The big ones get the attention. The small ones, especially upcoming young producers, DJs that have their first gigs, are screwed the most. Then there are some other more viable options, like giving courses, teaching people, YouTube to some extent. It takes some time to build up a channel. That's not something you do within half a year. So a lot of my DJ friends are now doing graphic design. They spend a lot more time in the studio trying to make music, which doesn't really help necessarily to have an income. As you know, music is usually just like 10 to 20% of the income of the musician. The rest is like live gigs and merchandising. And making more songs, yes, it's nice. It's like good, and that's what you should do if you still have another source of income. But until you get the money from those songs and until they're released and the money arrives back at the artist, takes at least half a year. So the only real option that I see is just do something else, which is quite hard, because like becoming a bartender right now is impossible. A lot of these like quick, easy jobs that you can pick up on the side, they're just not available. And there are a lot of other industries suffering as well. So it's really like a downward spiral, and the longer it goes, the worse it gets. And I personally don't know what to do, because the few festival gigs that I had were obviously cancelled, and there's no redoing it because it will take at least a year. So this entire year, the income is gone. The biggest question is, when are we allowed to go back to normal? And I don't know, you don't know, the government doesn't know, no one really knows. This right here is a new situation for everyone. Everyone is clueless. We'll maybe know in 5 years or 10 years if we've done things correctly, or if we overreacted or reacted too little. Luckily, in most countries, the situation is under control with those restrictions. But again, clubs, I don't see them opening this year. And even once they're allowed to open again, probably with heavy restrictions, maybe just like a third of the people, which doesn't make a lot of fun, and which also makes almost every club not cost efficient. There is no way with just a third of the people that you still can make money, because you still have to employ the same amount of people for the door, for the drinks and everything. It just doesn't work. And then, of course, the rent on top, which just continues. If you open or close, the rent is still there. So again, probably not the most satisfying video, because there is no solution. Just wanted to make everyone aware of the situation and get your thoughts, your stories, what happened to you. Just let me know down below in the comments. And I think the most important is that we somehow make sure that the ones that are benefiting from this entire situation, because there are some people, some companies, I don't know, selling masks, which is obvious, selling those plastic sheets that you see in every store. Like, those are the ones that are benefiting. Toilet paper, huge. It's like crazy what went on with toilet paper at the very beginning. I still can't believe it. But I personally think the governments, instead of like spending tax money to help people, which I still think is great. And in Germany, a lot of like DJs and producers receive up to 9,000 euros to support them for 3 months. But I think we need some system, some sort of system to take from the ones that benefit from the situation and give it to the ones that like suffer from it. I'm not a politician. I don't know how to handle this, but I'm pretty sure there might be a possible way to make up for this. Because again, if it's just like 2 or 3 months, everyone should be able to survive. But it's now a lot longer. The entire summer festival season was cancelled. And also now the club season, there is no way. I don't see a single club opening. Like New Year's Eve will be probably celebrated at home. Maybe with your close friends. That's all that is allowed, at least here in Germany. No clubs, no public event, no chance. And one last thing I want to make extra clear, because a lot of these DJ friends that I have, they openly complain a lot on Facebook, and I get it. They're suffering. Their livelihood is on the line. But again, they're blaming it on the government, on other people, other industries, people not supporting them. I don't think that's like the right thing to do. Again, the situation is brutal for everyone. It's new. No one knows what to do. And blaming other people, spreading hate and just like leaving mean comments or going out to demonstrations and not wearing a mask, it doesn't help the situation. I think the best is just to do what is right. And in this situation, it's minimizing your contacts as much as possible, even if it means to sacrifice a little bit of your own freedom. I think the faster we all like apply to this, we'll get this over and get back to normal, hopefully. My personal prediction, maybe with a bit of luck, next year's summer festival season might happen again with restrictions. Clubbing, festivals, DJing with no restrictions, worldwide, back again to normal, at least a year. So if you're a DJ, producer, working in the entertainment business or any other industry that is affected by this, make sure you do something else for the time being. And like, hopefully we'll be all able to survive this, go back to normal, and then have like the biggest party this planet has ever seen once all of this is over. I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to like the songs that I'm producing, to play them out again to people. This is so rewarding. I really miss that, but there is no other option. So stay calm, do whatever is right, and hopefully soon back to normal.